Hello my dear students. In the previous class I was discussing about the solubility concept and solubility of solids in liquids and factors that affects on the solubility of solids in liquids. So what is solubility? Solubility of a substance is the maximum amount that can be dissolved in a specified amount of the solvent at a specified temperature are called the solubility. And there are three factors that affects on the solubility of solids in liquids, that is nature of the solute and the solvents, effect of temperature and effect of pressure. Today I am going to start with the solubility of gas in liquids. Second type of solubility. Solubility in the previous class we will discuss solubility of solids in liquids, and now I am going to discuss the solubility of gas in liquids. Okay, so you know that so many gases are dissolved in the water. For example, oxygen. Okay, oxygen is dissolved in a very smaller quantity, very minute quantity, that is dissolved in the water. So therefore I have told that the concentration of the oxygen is dissolved in the water, it is measured by the parts per million method. Okay, I have told this. So in general, okay, another example, hydrogen chloride gas is highly soluble in the water. So this solubility of gas in liquids, it is greatly affected by the pressure and the temperature. Okay, so here there are two factors, the effect of pressure on the solubility of gas in liquids and effect of temperature. Okay, now let us discuss how does this pressure it affects on the solubility of gas in liquids. Okay, now let us consider one system. Let us consider one system which contains the liquid solution at the lower part, and this is the gaseous system at the upper part. Gaseous system at the, this is gaseous system, okay, at the upper part, and this is the piston. So this is the system which contains the solution liquid at the lower part, and the upper part will be the gaseous system. Now what I will do, I push up this piston towards the liquid, so the liquid phase. Okay, what happens when I push up this piston towards the liquid phase, then what happens, the volume is reducing. See the system. This is the liquid which contains the particles, liquid particles, and this is the piston. It is now I am pushing this piston towards the liquid phase. Then what happens? The volume is reducing. See. Consider this system is to be in a dynamic equilibrium. It means what? If this system it is in a state of dynamic equilibrium, in the sense the rate of the gaseous particles entering into the solution is equal to the rate of the gaseous particles leaving out from the solution. It means what? This system is in a dynamic equilibrium means what? The rate of the gaseous particles entering into the solution is equal to the rate of gaseous particles coming out from the, leaving out from the solution. Okay, so let see here. Let me repeat once again. Let us consider this system which contains the solution at the lower part, and upper part will be the gaseous system, and this system is to be in a dynamic equilibrium. It means what? The rate of the gaseous particles entering into the solution is equal to the rate of gaseous particles leaving out from the solution. Okay. at constant temperature and pressure. Okay, now I will push up this piston towards the liquid solution. Then what happens? These gaseous particles, they entering into the solution, they striking the surface of the liquid. What happens when you increase the pressure? The volume is decreasing. Then the more solid particle, the more gaseous particles are entering into the solution and they striking the solution, they striking the surface of the solution. Then what happens when the pressure is increasing? The more gaseous particles are soluble in the water. The volume is reducing. Okay. See what happens. So the gases, when you push out from the piston out from this solid liquid phase, then what happens? Again the gaseous particles, they are present in the, they are dissolved in the liquid phase. They come out from the liquid solution. They come out from the liquid solution. Therefore, I have told that this system is in a dynamic equilibrium. Okay. When you apply the pressure, what happens? The more gaseous particles are dissolved in the liquid phase of the solution. So from this you can say that the solubility of gas in a liquid is increases with pressure. If you take the general example, soda water, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, 7up, in all those liquids contains carbon dioxide which is dissolved under a high pressure. If you shake that bottle and open that cap, the bubbles will come out from the bottle. It means what? The carbon dioxide is highly dissolved in the that liquid under high pressure. Therefore, when you shake that bottle and open that cap, the bubbles will come out from the bottle. It means what? The carbon dioxide which is dissolved in the liquid, they come out from the liquid, that liquid part, that is liquid solution. So that is the solubility of gas in liquid. So the pressure, how it affects on the solubility of gas in liquids? When you increase the pressure, the solubility of gas in liquid is increases. So the scientist called Henry, he gave the quantitative relationship between the solubility of gas and the pressure. Okay, he gave the quantitative relationship between the solubility of gas and pressure. What he says? He says that solubility of gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure. That is, when you increase the pressure, the solubility of gas in a liquid is increases. In other words, if you take the solubility of gas in terms of mole fraction, okay, if you take the mole fraction to measure the solubility of gas in a liquid, then this law is modified as the solubility of gas. We know that the solubility of gas in liquid is directly proportional to pressure. When you increase the pressure, the solubility of gas in liquid is increases according to Henry's law. And if we take the mole fraction in order to measure the solubility of gas in liquid, then what happens? The partial vapor pressure of gas, the partial vapor pressure or partial pressure of gas in vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of gas in a liquid. Mole fraction of gas in liquid. So what is statement of the Henry's law? Henry's law statement is the partial pressure of a gas in a vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of a gas in a liquid. That is, P is directly proportional to X, or you can pronounce it as chi. X is nothing but mole fraction. CHI, you can pronounce it as chi. Okay, mole fraction. So what is the statement of Henry's law? Henry's law says that he gave the quantitative relationship between the solubility of gas in a liquid and the pressure. What he says, the partial pressure of a gas in a vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of a gas in a liquid. That is, P is directly proportional to X. Therefore, P is equal to KH into X. T is equal to Kh into x, whereas Kh is the Henry's law constant. Now, he plot the graph between partial vapor pressure and mole fraction. He observed that, so this graph, it gives the straight line from the origin. It means what? When the pressure increases, when the pressure of the gas in the liquid, or pressure of the gas in the liquid increases, then the automatically mole fraction of a gas in a liquid also increases. See this straight line. Okay. So when you increase the pressure, the mole fraction of a gas in a liquid also increases. So this is all about the solubility. How does the pressure of how does this pressure it affects on the solubility of gas in liquids. One more factor, that is temperature. Temperature. So in the solubility of solids in liquids, how does this temperature affects on the solubility of solids in liquids? I told that in the solubility of solids in liquids, if we increase the temperature, the solubility increases. But here the reverse case, the solubility is decreases with increasing the temperature. So do you know why the reason that solubility of gas in liquid it is decreases with the temperature, and in solubility of solids in liquids it increases with temperature? So what is the reason behind it? So the solubility of gas in liquids it decreases with the temperature because you know that if the gaseous particles present in the solution, they are randomly moving, they are freely moving in the solution. When you increase the temperature, when you heat the solution, then what happens? The gaseous particles are already there moving, freely moving. When you heat it, the kinetic energy will be more, the kinetic energy of the gaseous particles will be increases. Then what happens? They readily come out from the solution. They readily come out from the solution, they come out to the vapor phase, the gaseous particles. Okay. So this is the effect of temperature of solubility of gas in liquids. How does? So they may ask the question, how does the temperature and the pressure it affects on the solubility of gas in liquids? The pressure. So how does this pressure affects? The solubility of gas in liquids it is increases with increasing the pressure, and the solubility of gas in liquid is decreases with increasing the temperature. We have to remember these two factors. So this is all about the solubility of gas in liquids and Henry's law. Henry's law statement is the partial pressure of a gas in a vapor phase is directly proportional to the mole fraction of a gas in a liquid. So this is all about the solubility of gas in liquids, factors and the Henry's law. In the next class, in the next session, we will discuss some more problems, related to this Henry's law. Thank you.